what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And, so now, if you guys haven't seen it already, I did do my, Wrestlemania 40 Night 1 predictions. So that was in the previous video. So now I'm doing my WrestleMania 40 Night 2 predictions. This is on Sunday. Starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's get it on. So the opening match for Night 2 is going to be Seth Freakin Rollins taking on Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. So it's kind of interesting that that's going to be the first match. At least that's what, unless they change it. But that's what's listed here, since Seth Rollins just wrestled the main event of Night 1, and he's opening. It's a whole day of recovery, but still, you get the point. Anyways, so this was originally supposed to be CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, but of course Punk got injured, unfortunately. Punk is supposed to be on commentary. People wanted him to be the referee, but they're not letting him be the referee. I would have actually had him be the enforcer, because if the scheduled referee gets taken out, the enforcer can come in and insert himself as a referee if he needs to be. That's what I think they should have done, but they decided him to be a commentator. Seth had to they had to kind of change everything, because they were expecting the fans to cheer for him being a commentator, not the referee or whatever, and everyone wanted him to be a referee. So they had to somehow get themselves out of that. So the story between Drew and Seth has kind of been intertwined again with CM Punk, even though Punk's not actually in this match. Drew has embraced the full heel turn. A couple months ago, he was kind of like a tweener. He was kind of like, he was a heel, but he was like a remorseful babyface, and it wasn't really working that well. It was really dumb. I thought it was stupid. It was just like, whatever. I didn't care. I didn't really care that much for Drew the past few months. Like, his babyface run was stale. His transition to being a heel was stale. But then when he became a full-fledged heel, after he, he didn't really injure. He didn't, wasn't trying to injure CM Punk. It just happened that way. But they're using that as a storyline right now that he injured him. But Drew McIntyre, ever since he turned full-fledged heel, he's been doing his best work since he's became this full-fledged heel. Will that lead to a victory, though, for Drew McIntyre? No, it will not. I think Drew McIntyre loses here. I think they're going to give it to Seth. I think Seth's going to continue. I think if it had been CM Punk, because I think the plan was for CM Punk to win the world title. But if not, I mean, I think, so here's my line of thinking, because I know a lot of Drew fans are probably going to be mad, but here's my line of thinking here. If the storyline is for Drew McIntyre to face CM Punk, because CM Punk said when he was about to get his surgery, that when he came back, from his injury, that he was going to be the first person he goes after. Okay, when he said that, you can't have Drew then win the world title. You can't have Drew win the world title and then Punk be his first opponent. Because then if he's his first opponent for the world title, then Drew's going to win. Or you're just going to have Punk win. And I know Drew fans are probably not going to be happy if, he wins the world title and then just loses it 3 months later to CM Punk. Because that's what's going to happen. If you have Drew versus CM Punk's going over, because he's going to win his first match back. Especially, it's going to be his first single match on TV. So you're going to have Punk win, okay? So, with that being said, do you really want Drew McIntyre to win the world title and then lose it 3 months later? Or 4 months later, whatever it is, whenever Punk comes back. I think Punk's coming back at SummerSlam, but it might be Money in the Bank. Or it might be Castle, too. Like, he might be back by June because he got his surgery in late January. I mean, it's a 6-month injury. It could be 8, but I think he's gonna be back sooner than he was in AEW, because AEW, when he got the injury, they didn't bring him back. Like, he was already cleared a month before the Collision show. Like, they just didn't want to bring him back until Collision started. So I think he's going to be back much sooner to wrestle. And because of that, I think it just doesn't make sense for Drew to go over here, and then when Punk faces him at whatever the pay-per-view will be, do you really want Drew to lose the title? Because that's what's going to happen. He's going to lose the title to CM Punk. So no, I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's the wrong idea. I think you keep Seth as the champion, and then you build towards SummerSlam between those two, between Punk and Seth, because that to me is the ultimate goal, is Punk versus Seth. They're probably gonna do Drew and Punk at the Castle, if he's back in time, or the pay-per-view before SummerSlam. That's what I think is going to happen. So because of that, I'm saying Seth goes over here and retains the world title. Next, we have Io Sky versus Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship match. Honestly, I do not care about this match. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I know this might piss some people off. I do not give two shits about this match. Like, I really don't. Like, Io Sky has not been a good champion. Like, she's not. I always forget that she's the women's champion. Like, I literally always forget that she's the women's champion because she's just not drawing. She's not good at champion. Rhea Ripley is more important as women's champion than she is. Like, I view Rhea Ripley as like if there was like a mid-card like, I view her as like secondary champion. Like, I view Rhea Ripley as the actual women's champion. Okay? Like, Io Sky, like, I do not give two shits about this. The storyline has been whatever. I don't care. I'm not invested in it. Like, if Bayley wins the title, I'm not going to care. If Bayley doesn't win it, I don't care. I'm going to predict Bayley's going to win because, honestly, Io has just not been doing it, and I just don't think doing it as champion, and I just don't think I just don't think it's that good enough. I don't think she's a credible champion. Bayley is not that great as a champion either, but when she's been that's the thing too, she was good as a heel champion, but she was never good as a babyface champion, and I just don't see how good Bayley's going to be as a world champion as a babyface, even with her existing character right now. It just doesn't really work. It just doesn't mesh well. I'm going to say Bayley wins, but it's whatever. Next they have L.A. Knight, taking on AJ Styles. Honestly, I am pissed off about this match mainly because I think Logan Paul should be taking on L.A. Knight. I think L.A. Knight should be getting the U.S. title to kind of build himself up as a high mid-card guy before going for the world title. But at the same time, I think LA Knight versus AJ Styles is a good match. And is a good match for LA Knight to kind of put himself in an upper echelon stardom right now. Because he is still massively over. He is a sponsor of Slim Jim now. The male sponsor of Slim Jim. Following in the footsteps of my favorite all-time wrestler, Randy Macho Man Savage. Ooh, yeah! Dig it? But that being said, LA Knight's going over here. He needs this win to keep momentum going. I think AJ Styles has said he's going to be retiring soon in the next couple of years, so he's slowing down for his career right now. This is a win to elevate LA Knight. I still think he should be going up against Logan Paul, because I think that match would have been more of a storytelling match since they crossed paths at Money in the Bank earlier this year or last year. But I'm going with LA Knight to obviously win. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, next we have the triple threat match for the United States Championship. We have Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. Again, Randy Orton, I do not think should be in a triple threat for the U.S. Championship. And they just put Kevin Owens in there because they don't have anything for Kevin Owens, I think. Like you said, this card, outside of the marquee matches, it really felt like they just kind of placed a lot of people together just for whatever reason, which is kind of very unfortunate. Because I was expecting better, especially with Triple H involved, as like full control of this. But I really don't want Logan Paul to win here, but something tells me he's going to win, which is unfortunate. He's probably going to pin Kevin Owens because I don't see him pinning Randy Orton. That's another reason, too, is so Randy Orton doesn't get pinned here. But Logan Paul is probably going to win because, if anything, you got to save this for SummerSlam against LA Knight, which will be in his hometown of Cleveland, by the way, which might be a good or bad thing. For LA Knight. If LA Knight can get people to turn on him, though, that would be an accomplishment in his hometown. But yeah, Logan Paul's got to go over here because, I think the plan is still for LA Knight to face Logan Paul for the title. Yeah, I'm going with Logan Paul to go over here and pin Kevin Owens. Next we have the Pride. We got Bobby Lashley and we got Dawkins and Monte Ford taking on the Final Testament, which is the Karrion Kross, and then we got the Authors of Pain, I believe they were. I don't remember what their names are. They got Scarlett and Paul Eller out. And it is a 6-man tag match, Philly Street Fight, they're calling it. With this match, it could go either way. It really doesn't matter. They kind of just announced this match last second. I prefer Bobby Lashley's team to win, but I think they're going to give the Final Testament the win. So that's what I'm going with. But I won't. To me, it's whatever. Whoever wins because that match isn't that important. It's, again, another tag match, So, yeah. That's that. And now for the main event. Now, again, there's only 6 matches, keep in mind, for night 2, where there were 7 for night 1. So they are taking away an extra match because they want to give as much time as possible, I think, for the main event, which I think the main event will probably be like 45 minutes. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the match is going to be a fucking long match. So we got Roman Reigns defending the WWE Championship against Cody Rhodes for the second straight year in the main event. The match title for this match is to be determined based on night 1's main event, but if you watched my night 1 prediction video, you would know that I predicted The Rock and Roman to win that match. And because of that, I am going with the idea that this is going to be a Bloodline rules match. So a lot of different ways they could go with this. I think Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, again, they're going to be fighting. There's going to be a lot of back and forth. And then when Cody seems to get the upper hand, then you got the Bloodline coming in. You got attacking and whatnot. And then The Rock comes out, and he's taking him out. And then right as he's standing, they look at each other, and then The Rock is like, no. And he double crosses Roman Reigns. And he rock bottoms all the Bloodline members, except for Roman. And then The Rock just says, it's your time. And then after that, Cody gets his finishing move in. He does it 3 times. And this time, he looks above to his father, and then he does it a 3rd time. 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes is your new WWE champion, and hopefully we get a new title design. Too, by the way, I heard Cody wants to bring back the Winged Eagle. Personally, I think he should bring back the Attitude Era title, because I think that title's better than the Winged Eagle. Winged Eagle to me is overrated. The Winged Eagle is too small of a title. That's why I was always not that much. I like the Winged. I shouldn't say I didn't like the Winged Eagle title. I did like the design of the title, but I never liked that it was so small. That was the one thing I hated about the Winged Eagle title. It was always too fucking small. It was too fucking small. It was the same size as the Intercontinental Championship, and to me that is unacceptable. The title needs to be bigger than the Intercontinental title. Okay. That's why I always preferred the Attitude Era title, because the Attitude Era title was the Winged Eagle title but bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the title that they need to bring back. That the Winged Eagle was good on my guy Macho Man. It was good on Brett. It was good on Shawn, but it was never good on big guys like Yokozuna. It was never on big guys like when Andre first wore it, when they introduced it, Andre was having it right on his thing. You could tell it was so dinky of a title. It was never good on bigger guys. It never looked good on bigger. It never looked good on the Undertaker either. When Undertaker had it, didn't look that great either. Because Undertaker was a bigger guy. But yeah, I am hoping. I'll take the Winged Eagle title over the current title, though. I will say that the current title sucks. Current title is just basically the same WWE Championship title. It's just gold, on the background. It is so stupid. I'll take the Winged Eagle over that any day of the week. But yeah. So that's my prediction. A lot of people think that Stone Cold or Cena might make an appearance too, and they might assist too in some way. Also, if you did watch my Night 1 video, you do know that I do think Damian Priest will not cash in successfully at all. He might do some teases, even in this match maybe, but I think it's going to be more likely in the tag match that he tries to do it. Will he do it for the Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins match? Possibly a tease, but he won't get anywhere with it. I think if they go with that route, you got CM Punk, who will probably prevent Damian Priest from cashing in, which I should have said that earlier, but I just kind of want to cover this whole thing with Damian Priest. I think Damian Priest will cash in during Money in the Bank. I think he's going to go the distance, and he'll be the first one to ever do it. I'll probably do a video more in detail on that, but that's my whole thing with Damian Priest. But again, my prediction, obviously, for the main event is Cody Rhodes going over against Roman Reigns, and finally finishing the story. Fireworks go off as the celebration begins that Cody Rhodes is the guy in the now Renaissance era of WWE. So that is it. Let me know what you guys think about my predictions. Comment, rate. If you like this video, videos, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell for all the latest contents. Thank you. And that is about it. I am the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Finish your story. Yeah. Peace. Also, again, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow the Twitch. Follow the Instagram. Also, I do have a Discord link in the description where we discuss a lot of wrestling news, a lot of anime, a lot of football, all that good stuff. So make sure to go there. And now I'm out. Peace.